Right, it's loading video. Let's see if it happens. Luke, just say something, anything.
I will say anything for you just to make sure we keep the show on air, baby, on air.
On there. So, let's see whether or not we actually hear anything in a minute.
Microphone selected may already be capable of capturing speaker.
It's recording.
I'm just waiting for you to actually say something on the stream.
To me?
No, on the stream. Say something, anything.
I will say anything
Yay!
just to make sure we keep the show.
Excellent.
Are we on again?
We are on
back
again.
on?
We are on again. Yay!
Yay! So,
And I'll put
how
that
much
there.
did anyone hear? That's the thing.
God knows.
Not a lot by sound of it.
God knows.
Oh well.
What have you?
LARPBook, episode 18, the one with gremlins.
Yeah, so anybody know, if there's anybody left watching this, just to let you know, yeah, technical issues, new version of whatever the hell I used to stream this with came down. It changed all of my audio settings. Bar stewards, and that's why you couldn't hear Luke. So if you want to hear the first part of the show, go download the podcast, because that should be there without any problem. Right, let's go back on live on the podcast. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Right.
Yes, we are.
So we had a few technical issues there with the sound for the live stream, but it's all been sorted now. I have a sneaky feeling that we're going to lose Rob again, and then he's going to come back, and then we're going to lose Rob, and then he's going to come back because he's.
Do you think it's big in between drinks? He's actually found the bar again, hasn't he? And what this is just that he's having a quick drink.
Yeah,
and then accidentally, with all the girls and everything else that he's going on, because he lives a very rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah, I thought.
No, you're not.
I thought Scotland had pretty good broadband. I mean, obviously not.
No, they've never had good broadband.
I'm just guessing it's a chandelier in my room causing Wi-Fi interference.
A chandelier in your room. Is it called Balmoral? Are you living on the top floor of a kind of castle-type hotel? I think you're in the wrong room, mate. That's what it is.
I've been trying to keep quiet in case I wake up an old lady.
Yes. You do breakfast? No. We'll bring it to you.
If you hear someone saying, we are not abused, you're in the wrong room, but right?
And the wrong era. I actually thought that was Queen Victoria.
It was Queen Victoria, but however, it's still funny and relevant today. All right.
And my memory and history serves me well.
It does.
Well, you did know her, so.
And actually, everyone missed me going on at about Elizabeth O'Neill.
By the way, it's not O'Neill. It's just Neil. Elizabeth.
No, that's what I say because the O was just
Elizabeth. Neil.
Oh, Neil. Yeah. So that's what she needs it, and actually we did talk about it. You've got to hear this.
Did you actually just say she needs it? She needs it.
No, I don't. Well,
you can
No. You got to hear this. It actually. Did I say that? I can't even remember in what context that would be for. But if I did say it, well, yeah, that's it. She needs it from me. And I'm not too sure what exactly she needs from me, or in what context, because I've forgotten. I'm flustered.
A sandwich?
We were talking. A sandwich, yeah. Another cup of coffee for me to go away. We were talking about how kind of stardom can obviously bring in the wrong people, the wrong kind of publicity, and it's surprising how many kind of people out there who just kind of almost treat the people that they see on the screen as their own family, if that makes any sense, and they're all a little bit too familiar. And I was apart from curtsying, which I was doing, kind of every 5 minutes, and all that kind of stuff. I felt at one point, kind of, I really don't know Elizabeth at all. Really, it's the first time she's met me. I don't want to be too familiar with her, and in case her and
what's his name?
It's gone. I've got no idea. But in case the two of them actually thought, oh God, what a weirdo. But thankfully they didn't, so that was really cool.
So you're on your best behaviour then?
For the first time ever, I was actually on my best behaviour, absolutely. I watched my P's and Q's, and just had a whole lot of S's, and T's news. It was marvellous.
Which, of course, spells out stew.
Yeah. And you weren't there.
I
You
know,
let
I
me
wasn't
down.
there. I know, but, you know,
For
hey,
God's sake.
real world problems, you know, it's kind of the way it works. Yeah.
I know. So,
Yeah.
moving on. Have we got Kev yet, or what?
No,
has he abandoned us now?
We haven't got Kev yet, you know. And I should be having harsh words with him about that. Well, you know, I know you two can't see me on camera, but for the rest of them, we'll be having harsh words. I'm kind of looking up and pointing.
As much as you possibly can with Kev, because really, he's, you know, ace fighter, stuntman, all-round good guy.
And really tall.
And really well off.
Yes, really tall.
What we'll do is we'll probably write him a stiff letter.
Yes.
First of all, it'll be, dearest Kevin, I noticed that even though you said that you were going to come on our show, that you failed to, and you know we're not happy. If that's okay with you, in brackets.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, it will just be writing a stiff letter. I won't post it. I'll just write it. You know, just
write it because you'll feel a hell of a lot better on it. You know, kind of maybe we'll photocopy it and just go yeah. Has Rob gone again?
Yes, and he's coming back.
What is wrong with him?
Have you got on Wi-Fi yet, Rob?
Yeah, I'm still. I've been on Wi-Fi. I keep losing the call all the time.
God, have you got your laptop out yet?
He's gone. He's gone. Have you got your laptop out? No, I haven't, and I've gone again. So, shall we carry on?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just going to be a dribbling on, isn't it, about nothing?
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? What's so different about every other show that we do?
But there's less content in what we're talking about because we're waiting for Rob to come in and out.
Yeah.
So that's I met Lee. We can't do Kev yet because he hasn't come on. So that's going to be a very one-sided conversation.
Yeah. So
what we could do is ask the questions and then just look genuinely surprised when we don't get an answer. How about that? So Kev, how are you?
Yeah. The audio stream's obviously gone on Kev's phone.
He must be dipping in and out again, which is the excuse Rob's using. He's in the bar. That's why his Wi-Fi's gone. He's sat there just drinking whiskey and because he's such a bait magnet. Yeah,
exactly. Right, so let's go on to pipe bows. Right.
Oh.
Okay, if you haven't actually seen these, I do suggest you have a little look on the TubeTube, and search for pipe bows. Okay, make sure you type it in correctly, because you might get a pipe bomb, and that's something you don't want on your NSA feed, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But pipe bows. This is basically taking PVC pipe that you do plumbing with, and fashioning a longbow out of it.
I've got one here.
And I tell you what, I am impressed. You know, even with my limited skills of DIY, can't even say the word for Christ's sakes, right? You know, and Luke knows what my DIY skills are like. I'm amazed that I built this office. I'll tell you now, even my dad's amazed that I built this office and it hasn't fallen down and destroyed the rest of the planet.
I have to say, modern day gaffer tape, that's all I'm going to say. It is pretty good, isn't it?
No nails for the win. But these things are absolutely incredible. I'll find a few. I think there was something up on Instructables. I love Instructables. Up on Instructables on how to actually make these things. Rob actually used one on the weekend and he was super impressed. He said it was as good as using a bought longbow. But he said it was just as accurate. In fact, he said it's very accurate. Worked incredibly well. Was cheap to make. I mean, we are talking perhaps £20-30 tops. You know, and you know, he said the most expensive bit is the actual string that you use, right? You know, and of course the arrows, they'd be a bit, you know, they're obviously an expensive part of any LARPing arrow, bowman's kit, right? Because you've normally got to buy more than you need because you lose them.
But I will say now, I mean, I'm on instructables.com,
Yeah.
and the bow there, you would never be able to use the arrow. Absolutely.
No.
never.
And,
Because there's actually a sharp tip on that.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
but so-
I
but yeah.
mean, you buy LARP safe arrows. As simple as that. As simple as that.
But the bow just looks awesome.
Yeah, and like I say, simple to make as well. Even if you want to sort of take that over for the inevitable zombie apocalypse, it's a useful skill to actually know. Should that all kick off, you can go, right then, I know I can fashion a bow out of BBC pipe.
Although you wouldn't kill anything because they're all LARP arrows.
this foam arrow. Thock.
Why are you not falling over?
Thock.
You sat there whacking all the zombies, going double. What is going on with this? Why is no one falling over? And why are you trying to bite me?
Take your blows, goddammit.
By the way, fabulous makeup.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. Is dedication.
Can you imagine? That's an excellent one. What if the actual zombie apocalypse happened in the middle of a zombie apocalypse LARP?
First one. Come on, pull your blows.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
pull your blows. Stop. Pull your blows. Stop biting me. Stop biting me. Ref.
Oh dear! I see you back, Rob.
Yeah,
we kind of blagging until you arrived.
We were just discussing.
Having a few technical difficulties here.
Yeah, we were just discussing, Rob, the comedy element. This has got to be in a movie at some point. I'm telling you now. That what if a zombie apocalypse actually happened in the middle of a zombie apocalypse LARP? And
I want to make that film.
Why are you biting me, Ref?
Hang on a minute. Is that real blood? Oh.
Blood. Oh.
But yeah, but we were saying how ineffective LARP arrows are going to be, obviously.
Yeah.
You're sort of whacking people with realistic-looking swords, but they're not really falling down as maybe quickly as they should.
Double. Enchanted.
Double enchanted. Double enchanted. This really isn't having the effect. Come on, everyone, play the characters.
Take your blows.
That's right. Everyone's in the pub having a good time. Everyone's a bit quieter than normal. No one's really drinking the mead, just looking at you in a strange way. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Yeah, it's kind of almost like psychological there, isn't it?
Oh, please, anybody out in YouTube land, make that. Please make that. Right, we'll push it heavily on this show. I can tell you that.
But Rob, we were just in Instructables, and we were looking at the pipe bows.
Oh yes, I was using one last weekend.
Yeah, you were saying, yeah. So obviously the arrow there isn't exactly LARP safe, but we were saying how. I suppose the only problem.
He's gone again.
He's gone again, has he? It doesn't surprise me. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll just stay quiet whenever he can be asked to come in and, What I was going to say, though, is do you think, this reminds me of almost boffer-style weapons. Would you say that a lot of LARPing events would probably say no to these?
No, they're actually fine. They are actually fine. As long as you can keep the poundage.
Sorry, guys, I lost you all again.
Yeah, shall I call you on your mobile?
Yeah.
Yes, please. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll actually call you on your mobile. All right, because that Wi-Fi is shit.
I'm calling mobile.
We're going to kick you out anyway, Rob.
Yeah, mate.
Shut up. Go.
Right. Yeah.
Get the drink thing.
Right, hang on a second. Let me just kick him out if he hasn't already gone. Right, bye.
He's gone. There you go.
I'm not going to call him back. Stuff him. No.
Let's do what McCurdy's doing to us, hiding behind the sofa and giggling.
No, I don't want to add to group. Right, okay, bump. Add people to this call.
So while you're doing that, I was saying, because one of the biggest problems with a lot of the bows was that people felt that the pressure and therefore the ability of the bow would almost be too much, and then you'd have like projectile weapons which could then actually physically hurt people.
Yeah.
And so they must be quite happy with that. I know they've, things have moved on since I first started, and there's, kind of a lot of the, bows and arrows that you're seeing, and projectile weapons generally are far more effective, far more realistic, and, kind of a lot stronger.
Yeah.
but I wondered whether that would be very hard to test, if that makes any sense, because it
Well-
is literally a piece of pipe.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. It's pretty much all about the draw strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, depending on which system you're in, I think the Lorien Trust it's £15.
Right.
Where just give me a second. We just call.
We've made him wait long enough.
Well, I had to find his number. Nobody remembers numbers anymore.
Honestly, it's just this is very fragmented. We're going to have to be a lot slicker on the next show, aren't we?
Well, yeah, everybody will be in the bloody country, to begin
Trying to help
with.
if people weren't travelling.
Yeah.
Honestly. So so I mean, I like it. I mean, I suppose what you could do as well.
Sorry, but your call cannot be completed.
Oh no! And now he's fashionably busy too.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed. What's going on?
It's American as well, wasn't it?
Oh my
That's just amazing.
God.
Sorry, but your call.
Oh my God.
That sounds like LARPs, the series, the entire cast and crew have hacked into the answering machine for Rob's kind of mobile network.
Yeah.
And I haven't playing us a game, haven't they?
Right, 1 second. Skype will not let me call you. Do you what?
Call him.
Give
So
up,
until
honest
that
to God.
happens, let us continue, shall we, with this? So,
Should we all just go home right now?
well,
Yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, it's all about draw strength. Yeah.
yeah,
On the actual bow itself. Now they can test this, and normally there is somebody on site as well that knows about archery and can pretty much tell you, just by using the damn thing, how strong that's going to be. Yeah. Lorien Trust, I think it's something like £15. I do believe others go up as high as £30 drawstring, and what have you. And in fact, there is actually a discussion going on in one of the LARP groups at the moment, saying that the £15 bows you literally cannot buy anymore.
Right.
The considered by the Lorien Trust LARP safe. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Let's add Rob to the group call again. It's comedy. This is absolute comedy tonight.
You can't write this.
Hello.
Hello, Rob.
Right, go and sit somewhere near the router or out the window or whatever.
Yeah. Because we're sick of losing you, and then for you to come back in again.
Halfway through a conversation,
Honestly, it's terrible.
Okay, I'm lounging near the window, hopefully that's near the router, with a life-size picture of Kelly MacDonald watching me.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's not weird at all.
No. But you're sounding better than you were earlier, so maybe this will work.
Okay.
Right then. So yeah, it's as I was explaining to Luke. Luke was wondering, with these pipe bows, whether or not they would be allowed in LARP systems. And of course, as I said, it's just all about the poundage strength on the bow itself. It's not really about how the bow is constructed, because you tend to not whack people around the body or over the head with the bow itself. The arrow is the thing.
The arrow is the weapon, not the bow. The one I used was rated to £25.
Yeah, there you
Right.
Which is a fairly typical LARP.
go. A fairly typical LARP. There we go. You heard it from the horse's mouth, everybody. A fairly typical LARP.
And the half a sender, half a job, Davis. That's what this is.
I'm just going to have this on constant just add to group goal button. Hi, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, so what we need you to do is just finish off a sentence.
Yeah. So a typical LARP is where you got to last time.
Right, yeah, so most LARPs accept them based on poundage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, based on,
That was it. You're going to just kind of speak in about 3 or 4 words just in case.
yes, that's right.
You're putting that to the theory now. That's marvellous. Well done, you. God, and I thought my internet, Stuart, if you ever give me any grief about my internet connection, ever again, I will always bring you back to this conversation where we couldn't get hold of Kev. Rob's about as effective as a cat flap in an elephant house.
Yeah.
And, kind of we are unable to hold a conversation because we're giggling girls.
Do you know what I think is actually happening with Rob's internet?
Go on.
I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to care. Here's my interested face.
There he goes again.
He's me. It's just he's on and off. This is the beautiful thing about live. We spent the whole time.
Oh look, there's the add to group call button again.
And then between
God.
Rob, just where are you, Rob? If you are somewhere, are you running out of 10p's?
Not.
You hope not.
Oh God!
But right now, I'm not. I'm just off the end of Prince Street in Edinburgh.
Right.
Okay.
Again.
Well, I mean, Edinburgh. That's like a city. That should be fine. Have you just tried using?
It's the centre of Edinburgh. You couldn't get more central.
Yeah. Have you just tried using your phone rather than the Wi-Fi, and just logging in that way? I bet you've got 3G or 4G or something. Yeah,
we'll try that in a bit.
Yeah, because I don't think that Wi-Fi is very good there. But
that Wi-Fi is not happening.
No. In fact, if it goes again, I may just abandon this because my phone signal is sort of a couple of bars. So it's not even showing 4G around here.
Okay. Well, even 3. Well, at the moment, 2G with you would be better than what we got.
Yeah. I'm certain.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes again.
He's gone.
Oh my lord! It's just not like we can even reschedule this and do it again, is it? You know what I mean?
Oh, but this is the whole thing, isn't it? If we can survive this,
yeah,
right. Everyone. I mean, at least with LARPs, the show, they bothered to actually just get it wrong with Google.
Yeah.
With Rob and Kev, they're just stars, man.
Yeah.
We just got to try and fit round them.
So I'm just waiting for the add to group call button. That's fine.
Yeah. Again. So with the pipe bows, then I reckon that's a bit of a thumbs up. We were going to try, aren't we? We're going to. I was speaking to Rob where when he can be asked to actually come online.
Yeah.
Again.
Thanks. It'll be the best 10 seconds of our lives. Where we're actually going to try and create some boffer weapons, and I reckon should we try and make a pipe bow as well?
Yeah, agreed.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I second that motion.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I definitely second that motion.
And what we can do is we can go and attempt to fight Kev with them.
Oh, that'll be funny.
You know that's going to end badly, right?
Yeah, for us. Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 of us, but we'll have him. I reckon what we're going to have to do is kick him in the conkers, right? And then see if we can just jump on him and use our collective weight. Right, to actually keep him on the floor. You hold him down and smack him with there. Give us a clear exit so we can actually get out and run. And just, whoever's wearing trainers at the time then gets the, last to get out.
It's I tell you what, I did a course with him the one time, and he uses some weapons called screaming sticks, right? I don't know if you've ever heard of screaming sticks, right? But these are special hardened pieces of wood that are basically just sticks, all right? It's in the name, right? The screaming bit is what you do when he pummels the living crap out of you with it. And I was amazed, actually, by just using 2 of these sticks, or even just 1 of these sticks, right? How he can just use them to manipulate you like an extension of his own arm, right?
Oh.
He was throwing me everywhere, right? I kid you not. And I was complete. And I tried to fight against it. He did say, however, don't fight too much against it, because then I'll break your arm. But he said, do have a go, but
yeah, that's right.
If you feel like, you will know, he said, no, that's good. I'll go in the direction he wants. He said, because, you can probably feel your shoulder coming out of its socket type thing. Right. And he did. He threw me everywhere, and I was powerless to stop him. And these just sticks, for Christ's sakes,
Well, I mean, I think, coming on to what we were going to talk about, I mean, hopefully we'll have him on at some point. There's obviously a good reason why he can't come on, and that I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that we were going to hopefully get from him, because he does an awful lot of stage fighting, and my theory to this, as I've kind of told you both, is that I do feel that if you really want to get into LARPing, you have to be quite proficient at fighting. And the more realistic those combats can be, the more kind of visual it is for everyone else, the more you get out of it. And I think that when we did I only did the day, me and Rob were kicking 7 bells out of each other, and actually genuinely I did feel as if, as a direct result of it, the whole thing was just a lot better. And then if you transfer that into, a LARP scenario, I reckon if you've got bows and you learn how to fire them and you're a lot more disciplined, everything about that scenario will be a hell of a lot slicker.
Yeah.
And the one thing it would teach as well, which I'm really interested in, is to stop the sort of rapid touching of somebody with a weapon.
Yeah.
Because for me, when somebody just sort of reaches a weapon and just gives you a light little tap, or taps me like 500 million times in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
For me, that's like, well, okay, that's kind of breaking immersion now.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it's very unrealistic.
It's no longer got a sense of real.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I think one of the things I found very, very hard to do, because one of the things in LARP that you often hear is pull your blow.
Yeah.
And I get that, because I think everyone who does it, maybe as infrequently as I do, as in once, twice a year, you very naturally go in a little bit heavier, because you've got to try and gauge it before anything else, and the poor person who's on the receiving end can quite often take quite a serious blow. But one of the things that Kev was talking about, because it's stage fighting and therefore has only the appearance of being real and everything else is all a bit more choreographed, then I became a little bit better. But I think that it demands quite a lot of attention, actually, because even doing what did we do, Rob? Was it something like a 2 to 3 minute fight?
About a 2 to 3 minute choreographed martial arts fight, and that was
hard going, wasn't it?
It took us a few goes to get it right as well. Or to get it reasonably right.
I mean, it took us nearly the day, I would have said, to kind of prepare for it, learn it, and then actually kind of follow that through, as it were, really.
Yeah, and perform it,
Yeah, and that was it was very, very tough going. So when you see like people like Jason Stratham and you see all these Wesley Snipes of this world,
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, mate, who we know is a broad Dudley citizen, really. Just like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
But when you think of it, totally Bristolian, honestly, if you've heard it, you've never heard a Southwest accent like it. But he were, kind of, when you think of all the stuff that we were doing with Lou Ferrigno, and the stuff that we were doing and how many times I had to do it, all these were kind of sequences that probably in the film were maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds.
I had the easy bit. I just sat on a chair and talked into the radio.
You lazy bastard. Everyone else.
That was my part, darling.
Corridors.
That was my part, darling. That was what I had to do.
Yeah.
I just had to look disgusted at Lou.
and get ploughed into the wall 40 times.
Tell you what, he hurt that did. Honestly. Yeah. My shoulder, every time I go into a hospital ward now, starts to ache. Yeah. It's kind of like a sympathy ache. But I think that actually, I suppose, we should give it a little bit more credence with the stage fighting thing, because people like Kev are real artists in their own right.
Yeah.
I mean, they do the martial arts anyway, and then they have to go from semi to full contact to almost, kind of nothing to some kind of contact, and it's really hard to do and to make look realistic.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the stage combat, when weapons are being used and what have you, the preparation and the choreography and everything that goes into that takes a very, 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 very long time. When we did the course with him, we were a week, an entire week of A, learning how to fight, B, learning then how to choreograph the scene and practice the scene and practice the scene and practice the scene and practice the scene, right? Then to add dialogue with that, on top of that, you suddenly realize that these people are incredible. And of course, because we're using live weapons, we're not using LARP safe weapons when we're doing that.
Yeah.
That a mess up on our side means impaling or death. Cake or death, right?
Cake or death. Did you say death?
Did you say death?
No.
There's someone on the Twitch channel, Luke, that really wants to know, all right? The picture that is behind you.
Right, okay, yeah.
Could you ask him where he got it? Because it is pretty sick, right? Those are their actual words. Yeah. And is it a painting or a print?
Right, okay, it's a print.
Yeah.
And it's from IKEA. And it's cheap as chips. It's actually, hang on a second, can you see it? Right, it's really just a beach scene of some kind of wood that is that kind of has just eroded, basically.
Okay.
But it is, it's quite a nice picture. And I've got another one as well, but you can't see that because I'd have to turn everything around. I've got a second one here. It's quite. I liked it actually. I wanted to, because I live by the sea. I really wanted something in the house that kind of resembled the sea. Yeah. And so I managed to persuade my good lady in order to, kind of give us that, and she got me that picture.
There you go. So there you go, person. Actually, the handle is outside the window. There you go. You can get it from IKEA.
Yes, you are. Get out.
Get out. Right. You can get it from IKEA and cheap as chips. So crack on.
Who knew we were selling those? Maybe that could become a prize, couldn't it? Someday.
Oh, God.
And look, if I position my head, look, this is the great thing about it, look.
Yeah. No,
I've got an antenna.
No, it's sticking out of your head.
Yeah.
See?
No.
How many uses do you need?
Now you're a taxi.
He's marvellous.
Excellent.
Oh, by the way, guys, I think I know what was wrong on my phone.
Go on then.
For some reason, when this phone was sort of timing the screen out, the screen was turning off.
Yeah.
It was stopping Skype.
There you go then.
So I'm now talking to you, caressing my phone.
You're caressing it.
That's what I do in mine anyway, to be honest.
We'll bring it in.
Oh no, he's lonely in a hotel room on his own though.
Yeah. Okay. Right then, I think what? Oh.
This.
Don't show the number. Don't show the number. Don't show the number.
What's that? What are you doing?
Hello?
Hello?
I hope nobody pauses that.
That's Kev?
Well, it said Kev.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
He's just called me. All right, so he just called me.
Okay.
You better try and call him.
Should we give it a go?
Give it a go, because I think he was actually trying to get in contact with me.
Okay. All right, add people to this call. Okay. In fact, there's Kevin McCurdy. Hang on a minute. Yo, brother. Right, we're gonna. Right, you okay now? Can we call you? Yeah. No worries. Just give me a second. You'll see a Skype number come up in a minute, bud. Just answer it. All right. All right. Call you a bit. Bye.
So we may get our interview after all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Add to call.
Right. This could be good, right?
You sounded really tired, actually.
Did he really? Do you think he heard 8 o'clock?
There's that possibility. Oh, he could be on sort of Google time again. Kev, man, you there?
Sounds dangerous. Hello?
Here he is!
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing? I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry.
Well, it's perfectly fine. What are we saying? We've been slagging you off for the past hour for not even answering your phone.
I don't blame you.
Honestly. But notice how we did that over the internet and not in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't be that brave.
No, that's stupid. I mean, God. So, everybody in Twitchiverse and on the podcast, welcome Mr. Kevin McCurdy, swordmaster extraordinaire, fight choreographer, stuntman, all-round fantastic good guy.
Bless you. You can't tell the time. So sorry.
You can't tell the time.
Hey, look, I tell you what, right? LARPs did exactly the same thing to us. You can blame Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
that worked.
Yeah, just blame Google that you looked up the time in GMT and it was an hour later, you know. Right then, the reason we've got you on there, Mr. Kevin McCurdy,
Okay.
you and I go back a number of years. We'll leave that one
Yeah.
to the side. Yeah. Luke and Rob has also known you now for a number of years. We'll leave that one to the side as well, right?
Oh, yes.
Just so people don't actually find out how old we all are. Anyway, so you know that we do all this LARP stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
And we've talked to you about it in the past, and you've always seemed very intrigued and what have you. And we were saying that a lot of people, when they go into sort of LARP stuff, have no idea how to fight with, well, anything other than dice. You know? Yeah. And that was kind of one of the reasons why myself and Monsieur Lapin came to you and went on your course many moons ago to become stuntmen, really, just to learn how to, fight with swords. Thoroughly enjoyed that course. By the way, still talk about it today. My wife is really sick and tired of it, but it's tough. It's just the way I roll.
You do half kill yourself by Monday.
Yeah.
You start on Saturday, you're half dead on Monday.
Yeah. God, I think we were half dead on Sunday, but I'll be honest with you. I couldn't even get out of bed. There were stomach muscles that happened that I didn't even know existed on the body.
That's very true. Remember, we had to get you out. We had to get you out. We were wondering where you were. We had to come and find you. You were hiding.
Well, myself and Monsieur Lapin couldn't get it. Now, Andy's pretty fit. He's a fit guy. He always has been. Yeah. And I'm not. I think we can easily happily say that. Yeah. And even he couldn't get out of bed, couldn't physically sit up. However, at the end of the course, I did have, the makings of a fantastic body. Naturally, I've wasted all that now, and that's all gone, right? Okay. But the makings of a fantastic body, and Karen did actually ask, do they do 2-week courses?
You'd never have survived that one, Stu. There's no way. Absolutely no way. You barely survived the first day, and I think we both know that he went easy on you the rest of the week.
Well, to be honest with you, and Kev, you can let Seb know this as well, right? Let him know that his warm-up destroyed me. All right? We do a warm-up every morning, Luke, right? Now, the one warm-up I really loved, it was a laughing warm-up, right? Which actually sounds ridiculous. However, it gives you a really good workout, right? Yeah. You'd be surprised, honest to God, right? A laughing workshop as a warm-up, and it was brilliant. But Seb's destroyed me. This is before the day begins.
Yes, and really, I don't think the laughing was really a warm-up, more a joke on you. The fact that you actually came out and they were sat there just wetting themselves laughing. It's actually an official warm-up, and you fell for it. What is amazing is that you actually fell for that.
I'd fall for that every morning, I'm telling you now. Because it was fantastic. It was. So anyway, Kev, no,
Where
go on.
Start?
Yeah, you You go, Luke, because I got some questions.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got some questions.
Yeah, I mean, we were just we wanted your opinion, Kev, only because we happen to know that you do stunt work, you do choreography. And one of the things that we wanted to try and explore in this show was about the kind of merits of at least having some experience in stage fighting to try and make our scenarios just that little bit better.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, basically, it is good to have some basic knowledge. For example, if you have basic knowledge of cuts, like cuts to the head, cuts to the body, cuts to the leg, and if you have basic knowledge of how to parry those or to block those incoming shots, and also a little bit of footwork comes in handy as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Just literally the basic. The basic knowledge of how to hold a sword, how to use a sword, what your parameters are with a sword, how to block, how to parry, how to move using footwork. If you've got that down, then all you're going to do is grow. I've seen a fair amount of people, for example, doing reenactments and things like that, and it's just kind of like I'm standing there and I'm like going, man, you really don't know what you're doing. So to the untrained eye, it looks amazing because you're just seeing people wanging swords about and getting hit, and and I'm there going, yeah, that's the wrong parry. Yeah, you could have moved in there. Yeah, you could have taken him down there. Yeah, you could have blocked that one, and then you could have countered and done this, and this instead. But they have their version of 8 cuts and 8 parries, which half the time is wrong in reenactment.
And their version of Errol Flynn.
Yeah. Well, I did one show. I had to choreograph a whole bunch of reenactors. They were great. They were absolutely brilliant. But they were so used to being hit, they didn't bother blocking anything. They just stood there and got clattered. So I had to. It was an experience. But I just had to tell them to go, yeah, you can use your swords to block this incoming attack that's coming for your head. You don't have to stand there and get hit with your helmet. It's just like we want. You've got a week's worth of shows to do. You might.
You're gonna get concussed. Yeah.
So can you please block? And it took them. I had to do about 3 sessions with them. For them to suddenly get into it, to go, oh, right, okay, now I get it.
Well, I suppose that realistically, when you think if someone came at you with a sword, you wouldn't just sit there and parry it with using your head.
No, you're right.
No, somebody came at me with a sword, I'd be running, but as simple as that. First off, I just
shot them.
The best
shot them. Using the pipe bow that we've made.
Yeah, the best defense is to not be there, mate. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
Or grab somebody else and stick them in front of you.
That's right. Yeah, that's what brings us on to whether you'd be prepared to fight for us.
Okay.
Well, if we're going to run that theory of putting someone in front of us before they get to us, we've elected you.
Thanks,
and no, it's fine. It's honestly, it really is our pleasure. But we thought that we couldn't pick anyone better, really, because if they can get past you, they can have a crack at the title, then, can't they?
Well, if they can get past you, they deserve us.
On my back, then.
Which is, for those people who don't know, Kev, is almost like getting a band that have never ever played before and getting Aerosmith to do the warm up.
I will pay damn good money to watch that. That would be awesome.
Oh, God.
But, so because we've tried to tie you down several times, and firstly, can we apologise for that, because tying you down is no real way to communicate with you. We should try otherwise.
No.
We should just try calling you and asking you things.
It's just, but we've tried to get other events going so that what we could do is start to get, I suppose, stage fighting into LARPing a little bit more, and we've often tried to kind of get together, and it is very, very, very hard. But shall we commit right now that we're going to have another go at trying to get this, if we can get everyone together? Because I would really love to actually have another day where I could just get the chance to kick the crap out of Rob again.
No,
because it
absolutely.
was,
I mean, our organisation has been like the Academy of Performance Combat, which there's myself and Andrew Ashenden are co-founders of our academy. We've been going 5 years now. So we teach. We teach all over the UK. We've got teachers all over the UK. And we've got a couple in the States as well. We're transatlantic.
Transatlantic, everybody. Smashing, lovely, super great.
There it is,
Well, actually, it's worth noting this because a lot of our listeners are over in America.
Yeah.
So what was the name of your company over in America then?
It's the same, Academy of Performance Combat.
Right, okay, so Academy of Performance Combat. And are you on the internet over there, or?
We're on, you can get onto our main website, which is www.theapc.org.uk.
Luke.
Yeah.
The internet is everywhere. It's not just over in the States, okay?
No, honestly, there's no getting through to him. Here's me trying to advertise, and he didn't trying to make a fool of me.
It's only really China that has a problem, all right? Just sort of let you know, yeah?
Yeah. So you're on the Tinterweb over there. What I was hoping you were a bit. I didn't know whether what you got over in the UK was going to be the same in America, whether they were actually linked or whether they were called something different. So are you? I mean, where are you based in America? It's a pretty big place, isn't it? So where are you currently working?
Right, we've got teachers. We've got a teacher in New Orleans. His name is Eric Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, ERICK. Wolf is in Wolf, but add an E on it.
Okay.
Wolfie.
So Eric Wolf. And our other teacher is Lloyd Caldwell, and he's based in Oklahoma. At Oklahoma State University.
Cool.
Oh, right, okay. So do they travel? Is it something that, or are they fairly local to those regions, and that's all they pretty much can do at the moment?
No. I think they should be traveling. I know Eric's up to his ears at the moment in stuff, but I think he'll manage to fit some stuff in. Lloyd, if when his teaching allows, he'll be mobile, so he'll be traveling out.
All right.
But then, go on.
No. Sorry, go on. Finish off.
I'd say hopefully I'll be going over next year. So I'll be looking to do some work in Washington, and then from there, because I've got 5 friends in Philadelphia, New York, over in Canada, down in Okie, so I'll probably will be bouncing around a little bit. Dallas, I'll be hitting San Antonio, I'll be hitting. So I'm going to be looking to do a bit of a tour around, just hooking up with everybody and stuff. So we could probably work something out and just have a day playing with all the LARP crew over in the States and just having some fun.
That would be pretty amazing, actually, if we could organise that. So when you're going, will you let us know? And then what we'll do a couple of weeks before, a couple of even months before, because it does take quite a lot of time to sort this out.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll advertise the fact that you're going over, and then really, I suppose, it's up to the American contingent to kind of get in contact.
And especially if you're going to Canada side, you're probably going to Quebec or something like that, are you?
Yeah, I'll be going to. I'll be hitting Toronto.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be hitting Toronto, and I'll be hitting Banff, because Banff do a thing called the Paddy Crane, which is in honor of an amazing guy called Paddy Crane. He used to teach Douglas Fairbanks Senior.
All right, yeah.
Junior, and has done so many sword fights and stunt work on films, and he used to be their fight double as well. So Paddy was an absolute legend, and still is. So every 2 years, the International Order of the Sword and the Pen hold a function, which is basically you can go and study with loads of fight choosers from all around the world. It's a worldwide thing. It's amazing, and you can go and study there for 9 days, and
Sweet.
you can just do whatever is on there, and it is an amazing course. And for stage combat, for fight choreographers, for stunt people alike, it's a great place to share. You share information, you learn new things, and it is basically life-changing.
Oh yeah, no, I bet, yeah, with all those people in one place. Wow.
Yeah, it is an amazing thing. I'm going back 2017, end of 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
I went last year for the first time in 20 years, because I did it 20 years ago, and it was amazing then. And going back and seeing friends that I hadn't seen for 20 years,
Sweet.
and all of us were teaching on it.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to participate, and I got asked to teach.
Yeah.
So I taught on it, and it was absolutely amazing just meeting some amazing people out there and just sharing information. The amount of friends I now have over in the States, and also linking up with my old mates again, you know, back over there is just brilliant. And it is one of the things now that I will definitely be looking forward to every 2 years. As long as the pad is going and I'm available, I'm on it. It's one of things like first book now. That is it. Everything else is booked after that. You know, that is booked first and foremost, because it is an amazing thing to go to. And we do motion capture on there, we do sword play on there, you know, and if you've done nothing at all, if you've done some basic stuff, get on it. If you've done basic or intermediate stuff, advanced stuff, get on it. You know, it is an amazing experience for 9 days to be in the Banff Hotel, and it is just, it's on this amazing art centre, you know, that is surrounded by the Rocky Mountains. It is beautiful.
Yeah, sweet.
Beautiful. You know, so get on it, people, because it's well worth and it's cheap.
Kev has talken. Or spoken. Not talken.
Token.
What the hell?
He's given us a token.
Yeah,
and he's spoken. I'm not going to make you feel as bad as my gaff with the internet.
Well, not yet. Anyway,
Not yet.
so like so.
Saving
Yes, I'll save that one for later. So right, a little bit of advice then, Kev. Right, because you know. We know as players, etc., that the majority of I would say, the majority of people that we come across have no clue how to use a sword, how to fight. Yeah, it's basically I will flail this around in your general direction and pretend that I hit you 40 times in the space of 5 seconds. Yeah.
Sure.
What you know, for people to get better at this thing, and bearing in mind, of course, when you talk about stage combat, a lot of the stage combat is more for the camera angle, you know, so you look like you've connected but you haven't, etc. You know, but of course with LARP they do actually connect because you're allowed to do so with the weapons. Yeah. What do you kind of suggest people do, or where to go to actually learn something like this, so they can be just a little bit proficient with a sword, you know, and you know, apart from perhaps like going to YouTube and looking up how to use a sword, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Basically, what they need to do, they can get in touch with us.
Get in touch with us.
Basically, they get in touch with us. Get in touch with our academy.
Yeah.
There are other academies around. There's British Academy of Dramatic Combat.
Yeah.
There's the British Academy of Stage and Screen Combat.
Okay.
All right. So any one of us, you know, you can get in contact with, and you know, they have. You know, we've all got our own various styles, our various ways of teaching.
Yeah.
But we all basically teach the same stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
so get in touch with either one of those groups, because it all depends on where you live and you know, who you hook up with, and you know, you might go to one group and go, yeah, they're all right, but I've heard about this group, and so I'll try this one out. You know, you're always going to try it out and see if it works for you or not. But that is the best thing to do, and do a course. You know, you can do a weekend course, you can do a week's course. You know, depending on what organisation is offering. For example, our organisation, we offer weekend courses. So you start on the Friday, you grade on the Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all logged down for you, and thank you very much. You know, so.
When you say you kind of grade on the Sunday, that's saying that you make Saturday. I mean, I just thought you were a little bit, you know, kind of optimistic there, you know, kind of for people like us.
Hey, what do you mean? Hey, what do you mean, people like us? I did a week of it. Yeah.
You just about survived it. That's what you did, Stu. You turned up.
But I survived.
And you stabbed your best mate.
I did stab him. You know. In fairness, he stabbed me first. So
yeah, it's tit for tat again.
Eye for an eye.
Fair play. You know,
I have to say as well that, you know, kind of when you kind of do these, I mean, we did a day with you, which I thought was excellent. I'd love to do it again. But one of the things that you can't outdo when you're kind of practicing is you do wallop each other a few times, don't you? So it's kind of worth saying that you have to just get over yourself a little bit and go, you will either hit them or someone's going to hit you, and they didn't mean it. Because, you know, when you get so carried away with it, that when you're new, everything is just so kind of, you know, in your face. You're actually going for people. They are genuinely trying to, you know, kind of, you know, parry and block, even with just hand-to-hand combat. And every once in a while, I mean, I know Rob gave me a couple of real cushy numbers right to the, you know, he's got a hell of a left hook, by the way.
Do you know how much that actually cost me? Oh, hang on. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, that's right. Just get him through. Just get him twice. That's all we want to do. We've got the film. But yeah, I mean, you know, you do wallop each other, don't you? That's the whole. I mean, you know, you kind of see when it's like on these Jet Li movies and these other martial artists. Right, Jackie Chan's the one, isn't it? Right at the end of his films, he always shows the bloopers, and some of the things that I mean, they really give him a good old wallop, and he hits other people.
Oh, yeah.
And you end up halfway through this really good scene, and everyone will stop and go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," you know, as if he just walloped someone in the face and didn't really mean to do it. He'd just been kicking the living bejesus out of 15 other people, but then he obviously genuinely hit someone and made that contact, and you know, kind of. So I think that's something to bear in mind, isn't it? That, you know, you will hit someone and they will hit you.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I'll say this as well. You know, especially with the sword fighting aspect of it, when we came on your course, Kev, the sheer fact that if you are looking within the course of a fight to stab somebody, you know, in the gut with a sword, right, you actually have to go with the intention of stabbing that person in the gut with the sword. It's only because of the choreography does that person know he's going to stab me in the gut with a sword, and therefore my parrying move is to move to the left and parry with sword or whatever. You know, is the one thing that we kind of, you know, bearing in mind that we are using live weapons, so real steel with pointy bits and everything. That if we cock up like we did, you know, that hurtness happens, you know, and basically stabbings and stuff.
Making this out to be this kind of terrible thing. It's one of those things that you do. I mean, we didn't even do weapons. Me and Rob just
good job,
flailed
really.
at each other over the day, and you know, kind of. And managed to get one in every once in a while. But it is true, though, because I think actually, to some degree, don't you have to go in?
Yes.
You know, quite heavy in order to make that realistic fight, because otherwise it does look a bit too choreographed.
No, actually, no.
No? Oh, come on then. No. I'm not going to argue with you, too big.
No, a lot of it is intention, but that doesn't mean that it's powerful. Because anybody can act powerful.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything. If you use an intention, you actually look more powerful than actually trying to be powerful.
Sure.
With intention as well, you've actually got control. So a lot of the punches and blocks, kicks, whatever, contact is made in the body, but it's very, very rare that you're actually going to take one in the face. It literally has to be, one, you're not looking where you're hitting. Two, it's a punch that hasn't been choreographed. That's the reason why you just punch somebody in the face.
Yeah.
And the same with the sword. You know exactly where your targets are, and so those are the targets you go for. You never you never cut for the face. You never thrust a sword towards the face. That's golden rule number one. You never ever do that. And we use a lot of eye contact as well. So it's kind of like you learn very quickly that if you watch the sword, that's the first thing you'll see when you get hit. To be absolutely honest, it's kind of like you just watch your partner's eyes, and that's how you link up, and that's when it becomes safe. Because if you watch your partner's eyes, you'll see everything. If you're just watching the sword, that's all you'll see. And then you get stabbed or you get hit. And the same with the punch.
Oh, yes.
It's kind of like the same with the punch or the kick. It's kind of like you never watch the punch or the kick. You always watch your partner. Because at the end of the day, audiences want to be you. At one stage or another during the fight, they want to be you because they're going to go, oh my God, they're now fighting the sword, so they're going to have a puncher. And if you're watching what the punches are doing and what the kicks are doing, from your partner, then the audience are going to all start watching the punches and the kicks, and then they're actually going to miss the fight.
Yeah.
And same with the sword. So they want to be you. They want to be you through your eyes. If you're watching the sword, that's what they'll watch, and then they've missed everything.
That's it's a very valid point, because I suppose it's something that even in a day, I mean, you'd have to be doing what Stewie did and do like a week-long course to, I suppose, perfect that and become very aware of the person you're fighting as well, because you have to really almost have this symbiotic link. Then is what you're really saying, is that's to trust each other, but to also to kind of think through what it is you're actually doing. And like you were saying, there are elements of sword fighting that you would never undertake, honestly, because it's something that you would just never do. So the best fights are the most simple ones that are kind of to organise. Is that probably a fair assumption?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could give you, like, if we were facing each other now, and I had 40 minutes, I could teach you a 15-move fight. In 40 minutes that you'd be able to perform, and you'd perform it really, really quickly. Because I'd get you to that level. I would get you to that level very, very quickly, that you'd be able to perform 15 moves very, very quickly. Because quite a lot of the time I'd have to do that in TV anyway. Yeah, it'd be like, right, there you go. We've got, we haven't had time to rehearse. The rehearsal time is actually going to be from the time the lights are being set up. We're being told what the scene is about. So the lights are being set up, the sound is being set up, the makeup is happening, and you've got approximately 20 minutes. 20 minutes to do maybe a 10-move fight, or 20 or 30 minutes to do a 15-move fight, or, or so on. And it's like, it's got to be ready, it's got to be done by the time the cameras are lined up.
Yeah, exactly.
Go, okay, then fine, first rehearsal, let's have a look. That's it. So that's the speed of it at times on TV. Or sometimes it's kind of like I get called in early. It's like, for example, when I worked on a hinterland, I got called in the morning, and we had to do a massive fight. 2 guys, and they were built like bears. I mean, they're massive. Lovely, lovely guys, known them for years, absolutely brilliant. And we the fight was kind of like it had to be a real balls to the wall, just knock 7 bells out of each other. And, it was all controlled and everything. And when I work, I fight against each one, so that I bring them up step by step, and then they link up again, and then they find each other, and then they go, right. And we only had 2 hours. We had 2 hours to do a balls to the wall fight.
Wow.
And it was like, right, okay. And they absolutely smashed it. It was brilliant.
That's brilliant. And I suppose,
Series one.
yeah, I suppose the brilliant thing about it is that if you've got a good coach like yourself, then it just makes it so much easier because, it's got to be fun as well, hasn't it? And that's what I took away from our day, is that it's really, really taxing on the body, and you really do have to. You've got to be thinking all the time, and I found myself mentally exhausted as well as really bruised, and you can't have any ego at all there because you will land on your arse a lot.
Yeah.
I was fine. I was fine, by the way, Kev. I came out of there fresh as a daisy, mate.
Oh, you so much shit, honestly. Your nose was growing as you were saying that. I saw the bruises and I heard you moan like a big girl for about 4 months after that. My God, how much shit are you going to try and wipe over that? You were nearly died. You basically got better. You ate some Weetabix, and then that was all about it. You were just like me after the day.
And I took a man the F up pill. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And some motivation. So that would be lovely and awesome. And I think when it comes to LARPing, it is brilliant that if you could just get, like you were saying, these simple little maneuvers that going between yourselves, then basically you could apply that same logic to nearly every fight sequence, and at least then they would have more fun, they would be more part of it, it would feel a little bit more real, and a little bit safer as well, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean it'd be great. I mean, like the co-founder, my co-founder, we talk a lot. I mean, we normally talk every week about different things, different systems that's going on, and how to make our association, our fight association, better.
Yeah.
For our academy and linking up with people, all over the world. And we have actually talked about LARPing quite a few times since we've met, and I've got into your world. Like I've had a chat with him, and he's like, because I know loads of people who do LARPing up by me up in Lincoln, and so it's kind of like it's one of those things where we've kind of like it's been on the fringe to go. We really should have a chat and get this happening, because it would be a lot of fun just linking up with everybody, but then at the same time, just having a fight.
And I know that. We pick all your films. For me, it was The Princess Bride. I love that fight sequence when they get up to the top of the cliffs, and the and the repartee between the two of them. But when you look at that fight sequence next time, and then you see the swords are almost like wobbling and what have you because they're not real, and the moves that they were actually making were quite simple, I suppose, but very effective.
Yeah. And then you look at the Mask of Zorro, the Mark of Zorro, 1936, Tyrone Power, and Basil Rathbone.
Yeah.
And that is a full-on saber fight.
Yeah.
And that is not sped up. That's the speed they went at.
Holy cow.
That's the speed they went at, because in those days they couldn't speed up the film.
No, that's right. No. Yeah.
So that's the speed they went at.
And you've got to really trust someone for that, haven't you? I mean, holy, you've got so much that you've got to know and be able to do. These people had to, you do. I mean, joking aside, me and Stu probably died after, just doing the session in the week. But these people who are doing it, you see the people who do these fights, and you very rarely see a chubby one, do you?
Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah.
You're not chubby.
We're just big boned.
You're big boned and you're lovely and cuddly and you bounce really well.
We do bounce. We do bounce really well. I know I bounce really well.
We both bounce really well. And hopefully at some point you'll be able to re-establish that process for us so that we can bounce a little bit more.
I remember bouncing really well in your screaming stick demonstration.
Screaming? Oh yeah, my screamer. Yeah.
Yeah. He said to me, Stu, do you mind if I use you as the demo, because I know you bounce well. Yeah.
And doesn't he just?
Yeah.
Marvellous. Marvellous. So we're going to have to get together.
Stuff I know now. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're going to have to get together, aren't we? And get it on there. What we'll do is we'll put it on the show notes if we do get something.
Yeah.
And we'll put the American details on there as well of all the people that we've mentioned.
It's the same details as the British one, Luke.
Oh, yeah, I know, but obviously, people might forget the names and stuff. They haven't got this eidetic memory like you have. So we'll put that on the show notes just to make sure that people can, at their leisure, re-look all this back up again.
At their leisure. So Kev, go away, plug the company, bud, plug yourself, and how can people find you on the Tinterweb?
Okay, right. If you are looking for my fight association, it is Academy of Performance Combat, and it is on www.theapc.org.uk. So you can either contact me on swepthiltrapier@gmail.com, or you can contact our co-founder Andrew Ashenden on andrewashenden@btinternet.com.
I see he's gone with a nice generic one then.
Yeah, man, Swephill Radio, yeah. And if you want, and we've got, and we should, all our videos from our summer course should be lined up on there. If not, they will be uploaded. We run a summer course every year. We run it in Canterbury and Kent. We run various levels. So if you haven't done anything, or you want to learn some stuff, then by all means, get in touch with us. And hopefully we'll get you on board. The times this year are 23rd to the 30th of July. And basically you get there on the Saturday. We start on the Saturday.
And you die on the Sunday.
And you die on the Sunday, you get resurrected Sunday night, and then you die on the Monday. And the same thing happens.
Again, with the optimism, I think we both know you get there on the Friday, you start on the Saturday, you die at 10:15 on the Saturday, and then you get resurrected, and then you actually die again early afternoon, just shortly after lunch. Towards the evening, you're in A&E, and then Sunday morning, you're released, you're on painkillers, so you really don't care, and that's when they do the grading, if you can still hold something.
Well,
that's me and you,
that's pretty much how it worked with me and with the Andy anyway.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
All the lawsuits have been paid for now.
Everything's been cleared up now, is it?
Everything's been cleared up. You've got your conservatories, so you're all right. All right. Fine. I'm living in a cave because of you.
Yeah, well,
we were just grateful you came on.
Look, I will be honest. The sheer fact of whenever Andrew or one of the other guys would come over that was trying to teach us, and that we would say, by the way, we've changed the we've changed the choreography because it doesn't feel right. And they go, but you can't. I go like, yeah, but we have, because it doesn't flow. Well, not for us anyway. So we've changed it. Is that right?
Yeah, I heard about that. I remember some of the guys come up to me going, "Where did you get your mates from? I'm changing everything." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they said, "Change the choreography." And I'm like, "What do you mean change choreography?" They said, "Changed it. Changed it all." I was like, "Well, are they still doing it?" "Well, yeah, we'll let them carry on."
Does it still look good? Yeah. Well, it's fine then.
It's fine. Just get on with it. It's all right. No, you did brilliantly, guys. You did brilliantly. Fair play. I mean, we pushed you.
I mean,
fair play. You did,
considering myself around, everybody else there was there for their industry. They're going to be actors. They're going to be stuntmen. They're going to be whatever they're going to be. Yeah. Myself and Andy was just there for a giggle, really. For a giggle and to learn a bit of sword fighting. I think you and I and I think Andy as well, were actually quite amazed that we passed. To me.
I was so happy that you actually finished the course.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pass, mind. It was like a pass, as in like you have just squeaked over the pass mark.
No, it was a good pass. I remember it was a good pass. It wasn't like literally and get your leg over the finishing line. You passed well. Both of you passed well.
And how much is that costing them, Kev?
we really wanted you to come back up for the next level.
Yeah, well, so did I. But life happens.
Yeah, I know. Life
Put it this
happens,
way,
it was basically jog on, Kev.
I'll be honest with you, Kev. Stuart at the moment can fall over deceptively flat and unimpeding ground. So realistically, he's got absolutely no chance of stepping it up with the whole thing now. So unless actually it's very flat and there's a kebab as the as the prize.
To be honest with you,
if there is a kebab, no. I'll be there as well.
Well, yeah. To be honest with you, I still actually want to do quarterstaffs. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I still want to do quarterstaffs. Yeah, because
we'll carry on dreaming, Edwards, because you know as well as I do, it never blooming happen.
Well, we could always arrange something, Stewie. You could come to the college.
Yeah. You come to the college.
That's almost like a bring it on, that, isn't it? You can always come to the college, fat boy. You
can always come to the college. I can give you a tour. Then we can go for lunch.
Come to the college. All right. Let's arrange this. All right. Let's get this on. You as well, Lukey. You as well.
Yeah. There we go.
No.
Right. And we'll film it. We'll film it for LARPBook.
We'll do an hour. We'll do an hour now, or 2 hours. We'll do all that session.
Do we have to do 2 hours? Because I'm pretty sure, but 10 minutes. Can we not break it down? I don't want to push it.
We'll do a couple of hours.
And we'll get it filmed for LARPBook, but
yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
No. It's got to happen now, isn't it?
So let's do it before Christmas. I know I'm free after. Let's see. Yeah, end of this month.
Cool.
Yeah, and in November. Let's try and get some time together in November, December. Come to college.
There we go. Gauntlet Throne challenge accepted.
Oh no, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Be a lot of.
Yeah, you'll meet my assistant Chris.
Yeah.
And we'll just have a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
That's it. I'm in.
Sounds like a plan. Cool, no worries. All this information about Kev and is the company. Have you still got your personal webpage up as well, Kev? Do you still update that?
No, it's just
I didn't think you did, actually, to be honest. But you can find him on the Bookface, the 2Ube, and you're probably on the Twitterverse as well, I expect.
I am Swept Hilt Rapier.
Say that again in English?
Swept Hilt Rapier.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, the webpage, I'm going to have a chat with Rob again, and just because he just needs to really jazz it. So we're going to jazz it and make it all
jazz it, man. You got to jazz it, man. Got to jazz it, innit?
Girl funky and fly. That's my fault, so I just haven't given him any information to put on.
Well, yeah. It's a two-way street, just to let you know.
Yes, absolutely. It's brilliant. He did superb the first time, and I've messed it up. So I've made it absolutely rubbish. So it's my fault. So I'm going to make it better again.
No problem. Problem.
Rob, you're a legend, and it's my fault, and I'm so sorry.
Marvelous.
No worries. Well, I think that's everything for us. What do you reckon, Luke, for Kev?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Kev. That's absolutely superb, mate. Have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you soon for Fight Club. And what do we do about Fight Club? Tell everybody about it, because, it's...
Show notes and everything. We're going to advertise this.
Yeah.
This bad boy.
Yeah. Big time. It'd be great fun.
Yeah, absolutely, bud.
Cool.
Absolutely. Right, cheers. Cheers for coming on, Kev, and we'll speak soon, buddy.
Yeah, babes. Yeah, thank you, James.
No worries.
Lovely.
Bye.
Cheers then. Bye. Bye.
There we go. Right.
Wow.
Rob has decided to not come back on. He said, like, forget about it, guys. This is just not happening. Just crack on. So, it's probably quite safe. So that was the lovely Kevin McCurdy, everybody. The guy is an absolute legend. He is brilliant. Love the man to bits. Look him up on YouTube and Bookface and everything else. Yeah, because the guy really is. He knows his stuff backwards. There's no two ways about it. Right.
I think one of the other things I was going to say as well is that when you go with his company, you meet him. It's not as if you're getting anyone else. You're getting the good stuff.
Oh yeah. You're getting the good stuff, man. You don't
getting the good stuff.
Yeah, because he loves it. You know, obviously you won't meet him if he's actually in the States doing his world tour. But you know, he tends not to do these things when he's not around. He is very good that way. You know, you do actually get the man, the legend, Kevin McCurdy.
But it's great though, because I mean, if for all our listeners over in America, and we have got a fair few over in America, that's a really good opportunity because
fantastic.
Take it from us. If you go and look him up on YouTube and what have you, and you see some of the fight sequences they actually do, just like I say, he said 40 minutes, didn't he? 40 minutes, and I can give you 15 moves that would really help. Imagine what a day could do if you then go and practice it. I mean, it is just so good and it's so worth it. And I know you did the week course, which is so much more intense than what Rob and I did. But it is definitely worth doing. And if you can capture him, or even just go and see him, and be inspired by that, because if they're over in America now, and you do follow him, it is so worth doing. It is really, really worth doing. And every ounce of pain that I went through, and watching you go through, which was a hell lot funnier than what I went through.
This is true.
It's just so worth it. Worth it. So if you fancy a gig, or take all your friends with you as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're going to probably leave it there, to be honest with you, Luke, because the venue Goblin Coombe, that was Rob. Rob last weekend crewing, well, that was Rob.
That was Rob.
And what have you. There are a couple of bits of news, which I'll go through rather quickly. Radventure web series. I have posted this up on, or Rob's rather posted up on the LARPBook website. This is, how can I explain this? It's not LARP, it's to do more with RPG tropes more than anything else. And they're doing a web series. I've had a look at it. It's quite good, fair play, quite funny, quite enjoyed it. So take a look at that. That will be in the show notes, the link for that. But it's called Radventure, Radventure. And what have you.
A hell of a way to spell it there, Stu.
Thank you very much.
Radventure.
Now, there's also an event coming up, which is on Nordic LARP, which is the last voyage of the Demeter. Probably saying that wrong. It's probably Demeter, or Demeter, or Demeter, or
just move on. Move it on.
Demeter.
Let it go.
So the schooner Demeter is on its way from Transylvania to London. The 28 passengers do not know that there is something ancient and evil among them. But they soon realize the terrible, terrible truth. The Demeter will reach London, alas, without a living soul aboard. Dun, dun, dun. So it is starts on oh god, they got these horrible things. So that must be January, February, March the 17th. March 17th, 2016. I hate when they do the wrong way round format of dates.
Right? The American way.
Yeah, American way. I say, can't you do dates, right? I mean, we're British after all. Didn't we colonise you or something? Just because you threw out tea in the river. Good God. Let's see. The cost is €249.
How much?
But it is... yeah, how much? But I have a sneaky feeling... Yeah, the venue is the traditional ship Pippi Lotta. So this is actually on a ship.
Oh, wow.
Hence the cost. You know, that's obviously why the cost there. And that is in, and I'm going to murder this, Kapeln Schleswig Holstein, Germany.
Well, that rolled off the tongue, didn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
So if you happen to be going to Germany around about March time,
and I'm not sure whether or not. Yeah, I'll spell it out. To email the gentleman, which is Stefan Deutsch. No, seriously, that's his name, Stefan Deutsch. Right? Is email demeter@operation-brain. Then I'll spell the next one fuck.de.
Brilliant. Something like a bit of Tourette's in your email.
Tourette's! Arse! Then,
squirrel.
That actually looks brilliant, to be honest with you. That would be awesome. Yeah.
On a boat.
Yeah, on a boat. Yeah. On, as you say, a boat. So, I'll put that up in the show notes as well, so people can link to that, and we'll probably post it on Bookface. And everywhere else that we post, the Twitterverse and yada yada yada. So I think that's about it, Mr. Pitimus Maximus Aurelius Destroyus. I don't even know what I'm saying now.
Yeah, Optimus. I don't know.
Bearing in mind we've now gone to 1 hour 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was just going to say that actually. I was like, if people haven't fallen asleep by now, considering right at the beginning we said that we're never going to hit half an hour. And it's been a wild roller coaster when you think about it.
It has been a wild roller coaster. Yeah, exactly.
We've people haven't turned up on time, then they've turned up. Rob's just done what he normally does, and this Scottish thing. And we've swooned over Elizabeth. Oh, Neil.
Off. And her other half, Bob.
It'll come to me at some point.
It will. I'm sure. I'm sure his name's Bub, actually, 'cause that's what I call him every time. Yeah, Bub. Hi, Bub.
Yeah.
Mate. That's got to be it. Mate.
Yeah, mate.
It could be Dude. Could be that.
I don't, because he looks as if he can handle himself. So
No, he can't. No, he can't. Don't believe that. I'm only saying that because he's probably over in Canada now. Anyway,
we'll give anyone a good shot at if we think we can get away with it, or if they think the distance is there,
or if they've actually got to take a plane to get at us.
That's right. That's why we gave Kev such a hard time, isn't it? Because we thought we were actually able to do. He'll be knocking on the window next time.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say then?
My top window. That's the only problem.
That's right. Oh, we'll make it. He'll jump it. He's a ninja, that boy.
He is ninja. He's actually I think he is actually a ninja. I think
he probably is actually
ninja. So he's got a whole plethora of martial arts and under his belt. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. And luckily he's a really nice bloke.
I know, it's annoying, isn't it? He's so nice and he's really hard.
Although I did see him get absolutely creamed in a knife fight by a young girl the one time. She decimated him. Absolutely decimated. But I think what that was, he is so tall, and she was a dirt, right? And she could just get underneath him. She was good with a knife, mind. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yeah.
She was really good with a knife, right? But she could just get in underneath him where he's trying to kind of get over the top. You know what I mean? And she was just slicing him up, and every now and then like this, and he'd be like, "Whoa! Oh my God! How the hell did you?" And she just grinned, big beaming grin. Right, so I think that's about it then, folks. So I think we'll probably say goodbye at this point. So thank you very much to Kevin McCurdy for coming along and talking to us. Absolutely fantastic. The guy is a leg end. Simple as that. Music tonight was provided by Ben Sound of bensound.com. Go and find us over on Patreon. You know, it does help out the show. I've managed to buy some lights to light me a little bit better using the funds that you send us. You know, so it's those little things that really help us out to make this podcast a little bit better, and hopefully I can get faster internet so that Rob can pipe in from Mars at some point or something like this. You know. So if you think you can spare just $1 a month, then just go ahead and pop over to Patreon and look for LARPBook, and you'll find us there. And if you can't afford that, that's fine as well. Not a problem. Just tell people about the show. You know, get them interested, get them over, get them emailing in, etc. Talking about emailing, email questions, ideas, hypothetical help, anything you like to larpbookshow@gmail.com. That's larpbookshow@gmail.com. Website larpbook.com. All the news, reviews, and everything goes up there. And of course, you'd always find us on Facebook, Twitter @LARPBook. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review on iTunes, and of course leave a comment, because when you leave a comment, they don't actually take much notice of the stars, but when you leave a little comment, even if it's just Luke is bald, then that's fine, yeah, because that'll actually just help us out lots and lots and lots. So so Luke, thank you very much for coming along tonight. Rob, thanks a lot for kind of dipping in and out tonight. Bless him. And we will see you all next time. See you all, folks.
Soon.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll stop it there. That was perfect timing.
Well, that was, wasn't it? Do you know what I sat there and thought, then, has he just turned it off, or what? Has it just had a power cut or something?
I was looking at the thing to see if I was going to hit the ducking thing, and it was like 4, 3. I was like, ooh, get over to the stop button.
Stop.
Thank you very much for everybody that joined us tonight on Twitch. Sorry about the sound problems earlier on, but that's all got sorted out and what have you. But we will say good night now, as we've been prattling on for some time, and I really need a cup of tea or something. So thanks a lot for tuning in, folks, and we will catch you next time. Say bye, Luke.
Bye.
I do love it when we do that. Bye.